So we've bumped into Ron Everett, who's a customer of Factory 5. Mate, do the customers make a habit of hanging out with the vendors at the shows? It's not usually that people do that.
Yeah, that's not normal. I met Dave back in 2006 when I built my first car.
How long have you been a customer for?
Just about 10 years at this point.
Yeah.
I bought my first car in the mid-2000s and started racing with the Factory 5 Challenge Series that was created to run with the National Autosport Association.
Wayne, you and Dave go back quite a while, don't you?
Yeah, we met in 1997 in Mission Viejo at a Factory 5 build that we built a Cobra in a day.
Yeah. Right. Well, you've since then built how many cars would you think with Factory 5?
I've built probably 30 cars.
It was such a great experience over the years. I built 14 Roadsters, and Dave asked me 4 years ago now to come to the Factory 5 booth here at SEMA and talk to his customers and help them understand and kind of sell this product for them.
You may not be aware, but Factory 5 sell exclusively Koni shocks, and that's why I'm here with Lee. Mate, when did this relationship develop between yourself and Factory 5?
We first met him probably in the mid-2000s at a car show, just of all places, and then we headed off in a little different directions. Crossed paths a couple of years ago. They were looking for a shock vendor. We're, of course, looking for opportunities, and it was just a natural fit. We've really been great since.
Another strong relationship that Factory 5 Racing has developed is with Wilwood Brakes. That's why I'm here with Dustin Burr. You guys have got one of the nicest 818s sitting right here in your booth for SEMA.
Yeah, that's something that we worked with Dave early on. I called him up about 6 months ago. I said, we've got to have an 818 in our booth this year. We were looking for something that represented imports and high-performance cars in general that wasn't super brand specific to a Honda or something.
What do you find is the funnest part of creating one of these kit cars?
The funnest part is really the sense of community. On the internet, you have this whole group of people at the Factory 5 forum.
It's the biggest family I've ever been in, and of course we all each have our own family members, but here we, I would say every one of us cares for the other person, and because we have the love of the cars and we share the passion of building things, we have a community of people who build these cars.
The way that Dave and Factory 5 function, it's a very professional, very first-class operation, and anybody who goes there is amazed at how clean and well-run it is. And it's just been a great experience for me. People down there are very helpful. They'll assist you if needed, and they're always standing behind their product.
Well, with a Factory 5 car, and I've got to say, as a racer, the customability that affords as well, what's that like?
Well, in the Challenge Series, the spec for the cars is set, but you can take one of those Challenge cars, or as this new 818 is laying here, you can absolutely customize it in any way you want. You can put your own engine, drivetrain, pump up the horsepower, put on a tuning kit in it, whatever you want, chip it out, and you can make them fast as can be and very competitive in any race series across the country.
Now, you spent a bit of time, didn't you, working with the cars and with the 818 and the shocks for that?
Absolutely. Every application that we've done for the 33, the Cobra, and the 818, we get the car, work with the guys, work with their engineering team, we drive it, and that's really the right way to get the product to really properly match it.
When you buy the Roadster package, what does it come with?
So there's two ways you can buy it. One, you can buy a base kit, which is includes everything you need except for Mustang donor car. So you'd have to buy a sacrificial car to take the major components from.
Yeah.
And then you take the components that you purchased from Factory 5 and build this car. And in the end, what you see here would look very similar. Over time, as the kits evolved and as the company evolved, they came out with what they called a complete kit. And that kit includes everything except engine, transmission, wheels, and tires, and paint. So you really get a much more complete kit, and it eliminated the need for a sacrificial donor car.
Obviously, Wilwood have a great name in disc brakes. How is that helping out the 818?
Well, the 818 is a car with incredible performance potential, on par with C5, C6, Z06 Corvettes, and the brakes have to be right there with it to match that performance. And that's what we developed for this car.
Every application that we've done for the 33, the Cobra, and the 818, we get the car, work with the guys, work with their engineering team, we drive it, and that's really the right way to get the product to really properly match it. It's a lot of fun too. They're great cars.
And this car and what Factory 5 and Dave Smith has created is something that makes this car accessible to all people, and then you can go customize it however you want. And there's a forum of community members to help you.
These cars, I just love driving them. I love building them. I love racing them. I love taking them to the track. It's just a great community.